Hello there. Welcome back to Boyle Odin Productions, the gateway to your next adventure. I was always awestruck by nature and the power it possesses. You will rarely find something more terrifying than a disaster. From a giant tornado ripping through an entire city like butter, to state-shaking earthquakes cracking the land like an egg, nature is not short on ways to dwindle down the population. Today, I want to share some of the films that depict unimaginable destruction. From Twister in San Andreas to The Day After Tomorrow in 2012, these films will make you want to assemble a shelter inside of a bunker. Now sure, these aren't exactly scientifically factual movies, but it's still a lot of fun to watch them. 2012. Loosely based on the end of days predictions of the Mayan calendar, 2012 is a staple film. The disasters happen due to solar flare particles hitting the Earth's core, and the story follows a family trying to reach safe haven. I love how NASA put out a statement saying it was the most unrealistic disaster film ever, while also providing facts and figures to debunk many misconceptions. However, it's a destructive good time, as epic chaos unfolds throughout. San Andreas. This film has believable scenarios when the San Andreas fault starts shifting, creating numerous earthquakes along the fault line, decimating Los Angeles and San Francisco. The disasters shown are incredibly believable, but it's the rescue scenes from Dwayne Johnson as he tries to save his family that really push the limits of belief. But it is without a doubt a thrilling and suspenseful ride overall. Geostorm. Geostorm throws logic out the window, as science is non-existent in the film beyond the sci-fi idea of faulty weather-controlling satellites that create several disasters. The film shows calamities of pretty big magnitude, while also throwing in a conspiratorial scheme to create a geostorm, not a real thing by the way, that would destroy Earth for no reason at all. However, it is solid fun overall and the CGI is pretty cool. Moonfall. Moonfall is about our moon falling onto Earth after being jolted out of orbit by a failure coming from deep inside itself. I mean, the only ones who can save Earth are a former astronaut, a conspiracy theorist, and NASA's deputy director who must face catastrophic weather and disasters, as well as clueless bureaucrats, and find out why the moon is acting all up. Poetic and beautiful cinema overall. Greenland. Greenland explored the peril of what was believed to be a comet that would fly by us, but what was actually revealed to be a group of comets going straight for the planet. The impacts were both terrifying and realistic, but what's more terrifying and unnerving is humanity's response to the looming end and the family's journey to safety that shows a realistic end of day setting that can really chill your bones. Deep Impact. Not all disaster films look at the gloom in doomsday events, but Deep Impact does. Including a mission to avert a planet-killing comet, this film also has individual stories. Don't get me wrong, they all suck, but hey, planet goes boom is always fun. One of the craziest moments from the film is for sure the gigantic tidal wave caused by the comet. It's a disaster movie that's actually quite bleak at times, but it also has a lot of hope, as well as Robert Duvall and Morgan Freeman. The Day After Tomorrow. The Day After Tomorrow looked at the costs of climate change and how the danger is increased due to the formation of 3 giant storms that make a continental superstorm cell. The film truly shows what would happen if the powerful worldwide currents of the oceans were disrupted by global warming and formed disasters before developing an ice age. While the effects of the storms were exaggerated for greater risk, the reality is an actual look at the horrors of climate change. Twister. A true classic, Twister is a disaster film staple, and the first when it came to design and effects. A meteorologist and a weather reporter are alienated ex-husband and wife who are brought back together when a twister that sends cattle airborne hits town. It has breathtaking and groundbreaking visual effects and sound design, and it keeps you hooked throughout the film. My favorite scene by far is lunch at Ab Meg's with the amazing steak, mash, and eggs. Armageddon. Having quite the visual spectacle, along with delivering moments of meteoric devastation and space drilling, Armageddon is a silly fun ride. The bonkers quest to blow up a comet racing towards Earth by drilling into it is truly something else, and the film delivers on this prospect with spectacular chaos. It's a star-studded cast to boot, with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck along the likes of Liv Tyler, Steve Buscemi, Billy Bob Thornton, and many more. The Core. In The Core, a group of specialists tries to reignite the Earth's molten core by drilling into the planet after several global disasters exposed that the planet's magnetic field was waning. The convoluted plan to travel to the center of the Earth is full-on Jules Verne trope. The disasters shown are somewhat accurate due to the depleting magnetic field and a stagnated molten core, but it's still plagued with scientific inaccuracies, including the ludicrous creation of a new metal. A fun movie overall, and great ensemble of characters. There are many others, good and bad, but I thought this should be a nice start for anyone. They are great popcorn movies, whether watching by yourself or with family and friends. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for spending your time with me. Until our next adventure, y'all stay classy.